Hello, boys and girls, and moms and dads. It has been a while since Mrs. Washy-Washy has been in the classroom. Mr. Washy-Washy and we had a little trouble with our video. The last time I was doing one, it quit right in the middle and we couldn't go any further. Sometimes things happen and you just have to fix them. So that's what we've been doing. And something else happened too. My slippers fell all apart. I couldn't wear them anymore. And I know why. It dawned on me that I have been walking around in these slippers to the classrooms for 20 years. And they were all worn out. I think I wore them in the rain sometimes too. So now I have a new pair of slippers. I'm going to pick them up and show. See, they even have a face of a fox on them. Wow. You know, fox like chickens, so I would like to warn my chickens that they better watch out for the fox. So we were doing, the last time I was with you, we were doing alliteration, remember? And I said, there's the little word it in alliteration. And the reason why we talked about it was because it was Splishy-Splashy. And this was the book that we had, Splishy-Splashy. And I said that you could have messy meanings. Alliteration means you use the same sounds in a sentence or in a story. And it really is fun to do. Like you could say, the messy meanies made a monster mask. Or you could say the best thing to do is to actually use your dictionary and come up with some words that all begin the same and make up sentences that way. Because I know that I have done that lots of times, and we'll talk about it every so often, but when you're doing your writing, it's really fun to use alliteration. So I'm going to quickly reread Splishy-Splashy today. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not going to read it. I want you to read it to me. So I am going to introduce it, and then I'm going to use my pointer, and I'm hoping that you will read it back to me. Because that's another thing I discovered. The books that I'm using, they're no longer in print. And the most important thing for boys and girls to learn to read is to read the books themselves, not just have Mrs. Washy-Washy read them to you. So I'm hoping in the videos as we go along that I will give you a chance to read the books that we've had and talk about the books that we've had. And I also have been looking at some of Mrs. Washy-Washy's brand new books. And I hope that I will be bringing some of her brand new books too. Splishy-Splashy. Splishy-Splashy, story by Joy Cowley, illustrations by Elizabeth Fuller. Elizabeth Fuller must have had a great time illustrating these magical meanies. I think they would be fun to draw pictures of. The meanies found some paint pots. Oh, I forgot. You're going to read it to me. Oh, I hope I don't interrupt you. Here we go. Oh, that's hard. I want to read it too. How about I read a page and you read a page? I used to do that with my boys and girls all the time. They splished paint on the ceiling. They splashed paint on the floor. Now it's your turn. Oh, they're making such a mess. And you know what happens. Your turn. While just look at this mess, she screamed. My turn, and then your turn. She went scrub-a-dub on the ceiling. Now your turn. Look at that meanie watching me. They're so mischievous. Mischievous meanies. There's the alliteration. My turn. She went scrub-a-dub on the window. Your turn. Oh my, look at the mess I'm in. Oh, my apron was such a mess that day. And look at that meanie behind me laughing. My turn. Then she grabbed those messy meanies as they came sneaking by. Your turn. My turn. Or maybe your turn. How about your turn? That's better, said Mrs. Wishy-Washy. But remember, no more Splishy-Splashy. Remember, boys and girls, when we talked about those talking marks? There they are. When we're all grown up, we always call them quotation marks because I'm talking and those are the exact words I said. But remember, no more Splishy-Splashy. And you know, when I chose to read to you here, I said, oh, of course, I should probably read my exact words. Let me find that page. Oh, it's way back here. Right here, there's those talking marks. And what did I say? Well, actually, Joy Cowley said I screamed. Oh my. Just look at this mess. And look is in great big black letters because I must have really hollered it out at those meanies. Oh, aren't they a bunch of clever little messy meanies? They're fun to read about. So that was what we were doing on the day that the video stopped. So today I'm going to have us have our brand new book. And this book is very special because the main character in this book is Mr. Wishy-Washy. The title of this book is Dishy-Washy. He loves his cat. Dishy-Washy. Story by Joy Cowley. Illustrations by Elizabeth Fuller. There he is, Mr. Wishy-Washy. Mr. Wishy-Washy washes dishes. He is the best dishwasher in the state of Washington. He washes cups and mugs. Dishy-washy, dishy-washy. So good. Helps me with the dishes. He washes plates and bowls. Dishy-washy, dishy-washy. He washes pots and pans. Dishy-washy, dishy-washy. Oh, he's a very busy man. He washes the cat's dish. Dishy-washy, dishy-washy. He washes the cat. He's not looking at what he's doing. Meow! Cries the cat, and it jumps right out. Oh dear, Mr. Wishy-Washy is some surprised. Down came the pots and pans. Down came the plates and bowls. Down came the cups and mugs. Oh my, says Mr. Wishy-Washy. Oh, I saw the mess, didn't I? And even the cows are peeking around the corner of the porch. Now, when Mr. Wishy-Washy washes dishes, he watches what he's washing. And the cat does too. See what we are doing? The cat came in the living room and decided to watch some TV with me. But she's keeping an eye on Mr. Wishy-Washy. Let's look. Oh, yes. Dishy-washy, dishy-washy, purr, purr, purr. And look at, she's winking at us. The cat is winking at us. Boys and girls, did you see that all of the things that were in this story, there was quite a bit of alliteration. I think in this story, Joy Cowley used the W sound a lot, as well as rhyme, of course. She uses rhyme, that's when you dishy-washy, she uses rhyme, and that's when you come up with words that sound the same at the end. But let me look here at one page. Well, this is kind of funny because Mr. Wishy-Washy and Mrs. Wishy-Washy, we don't live in Washington, but that fit the alliteration. Fit to make alliteration. Look at this. Mr. Wishy-Washy washes dishes. He is the best dishwasher in the state of Washington. You hear all those woo, 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 W sounds? You know something? On the farm, we used to have play with ropes, to try to lasso the calves. And every time we swung the rope around, it would go woo, 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 and make that W sound. And so anyway, here we have a woo, whooshy, washy, washes, washer, Washington. Lots of W words. And there was another page that Joy Cowley uses. Oh, did you see that the cat dish has the word cat written right on her dish? Do you think that she can read? Because look at, it says cat. Or maybe we have to be careful that we don't put the dog food in the cat food. So we get them mixed up. So that may be that the cat has its own dish. Look at those plates coming down and those bowls. Poor Mr. Wishy-Washy. He had to wash them all over again. And then this one was really bad. It clunked him right on the head and broke. Oh, I'm glad not all of them broke, but quite a few of them did. Accidents happen. Okay, let's look for the W's here. Wishy-washy. Oh, there's when, and wishy-washy, and washes, and watches, and what, and washing. So Joy Cowley used a lot of W sounds in her alliteration. So boys and girls, I hope that we can now, as we go on with our classes, that we're able to watch for alliteration and watch for the talking marks. There was lots of talking marks in there, which we know are quotation marks. Well, today, I told you how we have 9 grandchildren, and that what started me doing these videos was that Benny is in 1st grade, and I wanted to go and see her class. But I can't go to her class because the schools are all closed on account of the virus. Well, I have heard that a lot of boys and girls are missing out on their birthday. And I happen to hear that one of my great nieces, remember I said I love that they call grandchildren grand, and great nephews and nieces great, because you children are pretty grand and you're pretty great. Well, I have a message that I want to give to one of my great nieces. You see what that says? Happy. What do you think this is going to say? I bet you know before I even write it. Birthday, and her name is Charlotte. I hope I spell it right. We always can spell our own names, but it's not easy to spell someone else's sometimes. Happy birthday, Charlotte. How about you? Would you sing happy birthday with me to Charlotte? That would be really special, because I think that she will be watching this video on her birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charlotte. Happy birthday to you. Well, and I hope that you are all having happy birthdays while we are in this social distancing. Well, it's time for us to wash our hands. I don't have any new sayings to go with wishy-washy our hands, but I have to say it's very important for us to wash our hands. I think that's one of the best things that's happened from coming out with this virus. Lots of people are being a lot more careful washing their hands. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, use some soap. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, clean your hands. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, between the fingers. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, rinse them. Oops, my bracelet fell off. Oh, that's not good. Wishy-washy, rinse them well. And I'm going to dry my hands on my favorite towel. About April showers bring May flowers, and May is here. Boys and girls, I'm going to quickly show you this. I don't know, I just got it wet. I don't know if you can read it. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, use some soap. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, clean your hands. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, between your fingers. Wishy-washy, wishy-washy, rinse them well. I know something that I've had a lot of problems with, and that's my fingernails, because I've been digging in the garden. So I have to maybe think up a saying to clean our fingernails. Boys and girls, I hope you're thinking up a saying that will help me with washing my hands. Be sure and have Mama and Daddy write it on the comments below if you come up with one. Meanwhile, enjoy your day. Goodbye.